Let's go over how to put these drawers together for your dresser. For each drawer, you're going to need 4 of the wooden dowels, 4 of the little screws, 4 of the hooks, 4 of the screws with the plastic around it, and then you need 1 package of the drawer slides. You can either use a regular screwdriver that comes with it, or you can use an electric one placed on a very low setting. When I get started, I like to have them all in a pile by the numbers. So I have the 8s, 9s, and 10s, I think it is, in a pile, and I start with the back one. This will have the little line at the bottom that shows you where the bottom part will go in later. Next, I pick up the sides of my drawers, and you'll notice at the bottom there's little nail holes. Those go on the bottom. And then the part that has the big hole goes towards the front of the drawer. It's important to get those correct because otherwise the drawer will not hold together. Now I'm going to start putting in my wooden dowels, and they go on the hole that is opposite to the one that is connected to the very big hole in the back. That is used later to tighten your drawers. Next, I'm going to take the sides and I'm going to lay them down, and I am going to put these screws that have the plastic around them in these smaller holes. There's one bigger hole that's going to connect to your wooden dowel, and then there's a smaller hole where you're going to put the little screws in. These are only screwed in until you meet the plastic part, and then you stop screwing. Once you have those in, then you can take them to your back part of your drawer and you can just slide them in. Now it's time to put your hooks in, and when you place them in the back, you want to make sure that the mouth is open to the screw that is right there, and then you can take your little handheld little screwdriver and then you turn it towards the plus, and then it will tighten those drawer slides so that they are then clamped together. Next, I am taking the bottom of the drawer, and there is a difference between like the holes in the front, and you want the one with the biggest amount of space to go towards the front. Now I'm going to take my front drawer and I'm going to start putting that together. I put the wooden dowel rods in the bigger holes, and then in the smaller holes I'm going to put the screws with the plastic wrapped around them. Once I'm finished with that, then I just put the drawer front on. Then I take my last 2 hooks and I put them on the side in the hole with the mouth open towards the screw, and then I tighten them with a handheld screwdriver, and then I flip it over, and this is where you're going to put the slides on. You only need the ones that are connected to the drawer at this point. The other 2 you can set aside for later. You should have pre-holed drills in your drawers, and then the wheel goes to the back, and then you just screw them in, and then that is it. And then you have the drawer, and then you can just repeat it like 7 more times.